What's good, YouTube? This your boy Money Mitch TV. I'm just coming to you straight off the hip. I just read this article on Bleacher Report talking about the San Antonio Spurs is very skeptical about Lamarcus Aldridge's future with them, and that they might be trading him before the trade deadline this coming up NBA season. I could give you a take on this, what I think. I think the San Antonio Spurs is going to make the right move if they trade Lamarcus Aldridge. And knowing Greg Popovich and the great basketball mind he has, he knows how to work the system. And also, I can understand why the San Antonio Spurs is trying to trade Lamarcus Aldridge. He's a liability on defense, plus he's an ISO player. And plus, he's been having a lot of trouble trying to buy into Greg Popovich's system. If you actually think about it, Lamarcus Aldridge came from a system in Portland where it was a lot of ISO ball, and it was all about him. But when he came to San Antonio, he went into a system where it's a free-flowing offense, but a very disciplined offense where the ball is being moved constantly, and there's always constant movement in the offense. And I think Lamarcus Aldridge is having a hard time trying to adjust to that. I could give you a trade scenario that will work out. It might sound a little crazy, but if you actually think about it, it will work out. If you take Lamarcus Aldridge and you trade him to New Orleans for Tyreke Evans and Drew Holiday and a second-round draft pick, that will work out just fine because Greg Popovich will have a small forward that is a ball handler and a point guard that's also a ball handler. That will work perfectly in the offense. And also, think about it, New Orleans can have Lamarcus Aldridge and Anthony Davis. Oh my God, that would be like a monster front court. Anthony Davis and Lamarcus Aldridge. Oh my God, imagine the numbers they'll put up. Or how about this? The Boston Celtics getting Lamarcus Aldridge for those multiple picks they have from Brooklyn and other teams, and they just pretty much get them for pretty much nothing. And knowing Greg Popovich, he might take all those picks and flip them and get a bunch of foreign players that's very highly skilled in basketball, which off of just that one move, he can rebuild his team by trading Lamarcus Aldridge to the Boston Celtics, by getting maybe 3 or 4 picks from the Celtics for Lamarcus Aldridge. And imagine how that team will look with Al Horford, Lamarcus Aldridge down low on the blocks, with Isaiah Thomas as starting point guard, with Marcus Smart, Avery Bradley, plus Jay Crowder. That's low-key a championship contending team for the Boston Celtics. But overall, I think the Spurs is going to make the right move before the trade deadline. If they do, it's going to be a good trade. If you actually think about the trade history that the Spurs have made, they made a bunch of good trades. I'll give you one. For example, the George Hill for the Kawhi Leonard trade. Greg Popovich finessed the crap out of the Pacers. He just finessed them out of Kawhi Leonard. And now you can see, now imagine if the Pacers kept that pick. Kawhi Leonard as the shooting guard, Paul George as the small forward. That's a championship contending team. Maybe. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. This your boy Money Mitch TV, and I'm out.